Like Reagan said, it is the human rights issue of our time.
Yes.
And we need to step up and seize that. I mean, Roe versus Wade was decided with a horrible foundation. Even Ruth Bader Ginsburg agreed that it was a horrible decision. It basically said, well, we don't really know what a fetus is. And so it's too philosophical of a question. We're just going to assume that it's, the woman's right to choose, and she has the private decision to make, just like everything else. If the science of embryology that we have today was around back then, that never would have been decided that way, ever. The science of embryology is proving over and over again the pro-life position. None of it ever proves the abortion position unless you're a maniac.
A maniac. That disheveled man there, his name is Luke Bowen. He's the political director of Texas Right to Life. If you couldn't tell, we're still in Texas, yes. The Texas Right to Life is the state's largest and oldest anti-abortion organization. That man with the tie that goes down about a mile long is the political director of this group. And you know what he's been just arrested for? Soliciting a minor for online sex. Protect the children. Let's let Luke talk a little bit more about how much the Republican Party needs to stand on this principle of protecting children so that you can solicit them for sex. Let's watch.
The Republican Party was born an abolitionist party. We are still an abolitionist party.
Yeah.
So we do well when we have, for the longest time, they were like, ignore the issue of abortion. If you need to, say that you're pro-life, but you have exceptions, whatever. Yeah. No, abortion needs to be out front and center of our movement and of our party. That's when we really thrive. How many of you have ever, the thought has come to your mind, like, I am unashamed of my views, right? Okay, I want you to forget that. The concept of shame should never even enter your mind. So never forget that. Never forget that you are standing up for what is right. Wear it on your sleeve as part of your identity. Carry it wherever you go, in all aspects of your life. And if people confront you about it, call you all sorts of names in the books, remember that they are being deceived. Love your enemies.
Yeah.
The line that stuck out there was, have no shame. Don't ever talk about shame. He definitely has none based off of what he's accused of doing. And also, again, I'm not sure when that tie ends. Maybe it rolled off the stage. Maybe it's a sign of republicanism, apparently. Here's another sign, because there's his mugshot. I like posting these types of things. There's your boy, Luke Bowen. Not sure if his tie is still on there or not, but let's get details of how this whole thing went down. Because Luke Bowen is 33 years old. He's charged with second-degree felony on August 3rd. A minor under that statute refers to anyone who's younger than 17 or who the arrested person believes to be younger than 17. Bowen allegedly knowingly solicited a minor online with the intent of engaging in sexual contact or sexual intercourse or deviant sexual intercourse. That's according to a complaint filed by the Montgomery County prosecutors. So again, he works for the Texas Right to Life organization, political director. He's up there. Let's watch a video about what they stand for.
In a world full of violence and hate, it is up to us to bring love. In a world that does not see a life worth living, we see a person worth loving. In a world that sees an inconvenience, we see a beloved child of God. In a world that sees a waste of resources, we see the very face of Christ.
We are students.
We are parents.
We are teachers.
We are encouragers.
We are fighters.
We are defenders.
We are Texas Right to Life.
And we are apparently not associated with Luke Bowen anymore because he was fired on August 3rd. They have been scrubbing everything about him from websites and videos, including that youth summit that you saw there. Youth summit in the crowd and also on stage with him. They're trying to detach from Luke Bowen, not addressing it at all. You can say we didn't know this guy was this type of person, but maybe you don't want to talk about it at all. What are your thoughts, Yes?
Yeah, that's the thing. If they really stood for any of the things that they actually proclaim to stand for, then they would speak out against this guy and just instead of just pretending like it's not there. And even the video that we just watched, I tried to access it and I couldn't see it. So that was my first time actually seeing it. And why does he look that way? Why did he dress that? I'm so confused as to why he looks that way. And he's my age, he's 33 years old. My God. And I mean, I don't want to keep talking about the way he looks. The tie, like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. But anybody, any group that professes to have moral superiority over everyone else on the planet, everyone else who has ever lived, should not be trusted. And anyone who proclaims to know something that is wholly unknowable should not be trusted. Even if they believe what they're saying, it can't be trusted because it's delusional to pretend or to think that you know things that you cannot possibly know. And then to, to make policy based on those beliefs is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous thing to impose on people.
Just because someone says they believe in God, just because someone says that they're holier than thou, just because someone says that they're all about life, doesn't always mean it.
Doesn't mean anything.
You never. You should probably look into a little bit further. They have teen camps where they go off and send folks like this with them. I'm not saying the entire organization follows what Luke Bowen is about, but maybe if you don't want people to associate that with them, don't just go to scrubbing your website. Maybe you want to talk about how this guy got involved and how you want to make sure he's detached from you.
And I like how you and I, we're part of the group. We're just misguided. We don't know what we're talking about. So thankfully that guy loves us, so that's nice.
People who point out and calling out groomers that based off of absolutely nothing, you might want to look at them. Just keep it real. We see that a lot from people like this.